Picture this. Your child dreams of attending a prestigious university, but as soon as you look at tuition costs, you start to feel overwhelmed. A college education is one of the biggest financial commitments a family can make, and unfortunately, it's not getting any cheaper. What if I told you that with the right planning and strategies, you could provide your child with the opportunity to graduate debt-free? It's possible, but it all starts with understanding how to fund college effectively. And that's exactly what we're going to explore today. Hello, everyone, and welcome. I'm so grateful you're here today as we dive into one of the most important aspects of preparing for your child's future, paying for their college education. In today's world, the price of higher education can be staggering. On average, tuition costs for a private four-year college can exceed $35,000 per year, and that's just the tuition. Throw in room and board, books, and other fees, and we're talking about a massive financial commitment. For public universities, that number can be over $20,000 per year. For many families, these numbers are downright scary. However, there's no need to panic. With the right knowledge, tools, and early planning, paying for college doesn't have to be a burden. In this session, we'll break down different options for funding a college education, the best ways to save, how to apply for financial aid, and how you can help your child navigate scholarships and loans. Before we jump in, if you find this information useful, please take a moment to hit that subscribe button. Let's aim for 1,000 subscribers. Your support really helps me continue creating content like this. The rising cost of college. Let's begin by talking about why college funding is more important than ever. Over the past few decades, the cost of higher education has increased dramatically. In fact, tuition has risen at more than double the rate of inflation in recent years. What does this mean for you as a parent or guardian? It means that planning for college today requires more foresight than ever before. College used to be more affordable, and many students could work part-time jobs to help pay their way. However, today's tuition costs and living expenses are outpacing many families' ability to keep up. So, what does this mean for your child's future? Simply put, without a plan in place, they may graduate with a mountain of debt or struggle to pay for their education. But here's the good news. It's never too early to start planning, and there are many strategies you can implement today that will help you stay ahead of the curve. The power of early planning. Start now. Let's talk about why starting early is essential. College savings are a marathon, not a sprint. The earlier you begin saving for your child's education, the better your chances are of building a sizable fund. Why? Because of compound interest. The earlier you start, the more time your money has to grow. Even small contributions over time can add up significantly by the time your child reaches college age. One of the most popular ways to save for college is through a 529 college savings plan. These plans are tax-advantaged, meaning the money you contribute grows tax-free, and you won't have to pay taxes when you withdraw the money to pay for qualified educational expenses. This is an amazing benefit, and it's the primary savings tool most families use. In addition, many states offer tax deductions or credits for contributions made to a 529 plan, so you get an extra benefit just for saving. Another advantage is that the funds in a 529 plan can be used for a wide range of expenses, including tuition, room and board, books, and even some K-12 education expenses. But what happens if you don't have a lot of time left before your child heads off to college? Don't worry, we have options for that too. Other savings options: custodial accounts and Coverdell accounts. Another way to save for college is through a custodial account. This is an account where parents or guardians manage the money for a child until they reach the age of majority, typically 18 or 21, depending on the state. Custodial accounts don't come with the same tax benefits as 529 plans, but they offer flexibility in how the funds can be used. Another savings vehicle is the Coverdell Education Savings Account, ESA, which allows for tax-free growth and tax-free withdrawals when used for qualified educational expenses. While it has much lower contribution limits than a 529 plan, it can be used for both K-12 and higher education expenses. The key benefit of an ESA is the ability to invest the funds in a broader range of assets than a 529 plan, which could potentially generate higher returns. However, keep in mind that both custodial accounts and ESAs can affect your child's eligibility for financial aid since they count as assets in your child's name. So it's important to weigh these options carefully. Navigating the FAFSA. Even if you've been saving diligently, there's still a chance your child will need additional financial assistance to cover the cost of college. That's where financial aid comes in. The first step in accessing financial aid is filling out the free application for federal student aid, FAFSA. The FAFSA is your gateway to federal grants, loans, and work-study programs. Federal grants, such as the Pell Grant, are need-based, meaning they don't need to be repaid. However, the eligibility for these grants depends on your family's financial situation, so it's crucial to file your FAFSA on time. FAFSA is also required for most state financial aid programs and many college-specific scholarships. So, whether your child is applying to a public or private institution, completing the FAFSA should be at the top of your to-do list. Speaking of scholarships, did you know that billions of dollars in scholarships go unclaimed each year? Scholarships are essentially free money for college, and they come in all shapes and sizes. Some are merit-based, while others are need-based. There are even scholarships for specific majors, sports, or unique traits, like being left-handed or having a parent who served in the military. One of the best ways to find scholarships is by using online search tools. Websites like FastWeb, CapEx, and Niche have extensive databases of scholarships, and many of them are easy to apply for. Don't forget to look for local scholarships as well. Many local businesses, foundations, and community organizations offer scholarships for students who live in their area. Even if you're skeptical about how much your child could win, remember that every dollar counts. The more scholarships your child applies for, the better their chances of securing free money. Loans, when to use them, and how to minimize debt. Let's talk about loans, the dreaded but often necessary part of paying for college. As much as we all hope to avoid student loans, sometimes they are the only option. If your child has exhausted all other forms of financial aid, loans can help bridge the gap. However, loans should be considered a last resort, especially private loans, which often come with high interest rates. Federal student loans, on the other hand, are a better option because they typically have lower interest rates and more flexible repayment options. There are also income-driven repayment plans, which base your monthly payment on your income after graduation. Also, be aware that student loan interest can be tax-deductible, so there's some relief if your child ends up with loans. But no matter how you look at it, borrowing money for college is a serious commitment, and it's essential to borrow wisely. Setting expectations and having conversations with your child. Lastly, let's discuss the importance of having open conversations with your child about the cost of college. It's important to set realistic expectations and discuss how much you, as parents, are able to contribute. College is an exciting time, but it's also a big financial commitment. Being honest about your family's financial situation will help prevent misunderstandings later. Encourage your child to be proactive in seeking scholarships and consider discussing options like work-study programs or even working part-time during their college years. This way, they'll have a more realistic understanding of how they can contribute to their own education. In conclusion, paying for college doesn't have to be an insurmountable task. By starting early, saving diligently, seeking financial aid, applying for scholarships, and being mindful of student loans, you can put your child on the path to a successful college career without overwhelming yourself financially. Remember, it's not just about the money. It's about giving your child the opportunity to achieve their dreams without starting their adult life under a mountain of debt. And with the right planning and strategies in place, it's possible to make that dream a reality. If you found this information helpful, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. We're on our way to 1,000 subscribers, and your support helps me keep providing valuable insights like these. Thanks for being here, and I wish you and your family the very best as you prepare for the exciting journey ahead.